Noisy Pixel.
I enjoy seeing a series evolve over each entry. One series that I'm glad to see constantly adding new elements while staying with the same formula is the Corpse Party series. Now, with Corpse Party 2, Dead Patient, launching in the West, I can finally continue this nightmare. Thankfully, through its terrifying atmosphere and episodic approach to storytelling, this just might be the best entry so far. Corpse Party 2, Dead Patient, takes place 5 years after the events of Corpse Party Blood Drive. But unlike the usual Corpse Party series, this one takes place in a hospital. The main protagonist of the story is Ayumi, who wakes up from a coma, strapped to an operating table. Incidentally, she can't remember anything about herself or the events that led her to the hospital bed. After finding her patient record, her memories begin to recover, and more is revealed over time. After finding her bearings, she forms a plan of escape. However, getting out of the room was only the first challenge, and she figures out that she might not be alone. Given that this game is meant to be episodic, it's evident that all the mysteries won't get resolved with the first episode. Instead of revealing too much, I felt like the story became more confusing with loose ends not being tied up. After completing both endings, I didn't feel like I understood what was going on. However, that doesn't mean the story was terrible in any way. Surprisingly, the real frustration that I felt was that I couldn't go on to the next episode to get the whole story. Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient is quite linear, and almost every door is locked at the beginning of the game. Each new locked door presents a challenge to figure out how to open it, which is done through light puzzle solving. There are 2 explorable floors here, and I found the game provides a decent amount of direction to keep the player progressing the narrative. Thankfully, the room locations are obvious, so I didn't have any problems with getting lost. The game allows players to equip items that can quickly be used while exploring. This makes puzzles and enemy encounters easier because I could just equip the items that I use the most. That said, enemies roam around in some parts of the game that require you to dodge, avoid, or hide from them. As usual, you can also hide in cabinets, which allows you to still see the enemy's position, so you know exactly when to show up again. I enjoyed the boss battles in Dead Patient as you don't have to hit the enemy directly. Instead, there is a specific way to defeat them. At first, I was confused about what to do since it isn't explained clearly, but I got the hang of it after a few tries. I ended up enjoying this approach of using the game's environments and the tools I had to overcome these encounters. Additionally, there are many puzzles spread throughout the game, and while I found most of them were pretty clear, it still required a bit of thinking to be able to solve them. Returning are the true endings for each chapter, which is necessary to unlock the next one. Yes, this means there are also bad endings. Although it's only one specific action, the choices make a difference, and the bad endings made me want to jump right back in to try again. Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient offers a lot in terms of fights and scares, but chances that the developer have taken with introducing a new protagonist into this world was well received. There's plenty here to hold the interest of longtime fans and newcomers alike. While I would have preferred fewer mysteries and cliffhangers, I will eagerly await the next installment. Noisy Pixel is giving Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please read our full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.